It's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's the Don. Chaz Evans here, checking out the hottest podcast in the world, the 3 Count Podcast.
Hit him with a 3 count. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man down. Know what y'all like. Hit him with a 3 count. On the top row crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's the Grapple Region's best kept secret, one half of the SWA Tag Team Champions, and still your 1CW Cruiserweight Champion, the Don Chaz Evans. And you're checking out the 3 Count Podcast Debate Show, Chaz and Friends. Let me introduce to you my friends. Introducing first, he is the dog in charge, okay? He is the man that runs the show because I really don't do anything. I just talk a lot of crap, guys. He is the Air Force veteran intel specialist. He is the Red Dog! Woof, 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 woof.
Also, let's not forget the finest mercenary in all of pro wrestling.
Oh, you just added that, though.
I've been adding like more and more stuff. You know what's funny is like we were just talking about this like yesterday. I'm just adding more and more stuff to see how more and more obnoxious like I could make this. Like you just want to,
what?
Like, be.
I support that.
I want a whole intro, right? That's gonna be my goal for this year, right? Is to have the ring announcer like announce all my intros, but like just one long one. So like after he says like from the island of misfit toys, he is the Air Force veteran intel specialist, the DICK of this industry, the dog in charge kid, the finest mercenary in all of professional wrestling, your friendly neighborhood, the ridiculously kissable Red Dog.
Wow.
I want to.
You gonna make some announcement? Announce some twisted shit. Looking at this paper really?
You know what's funny? You know what's funny, Damien? And the crazy you say that. Hey, first of all, hold on before we get, because I want to introduce you. Correctly. It's been like 2 weeks. So let me make sure I introduce you correctly. All right, and my other friend. All right, he is. Listen, this man is just a super villain. Okay, he's evil. All right, you're probably not gonna like him. You probably already don't like him, and yeah, he's the Dark Lord himself. He is the supervillain, Damien Fatal.
Yeah. You're welcome for letting you guys out the trunk, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. It was getting kind of close, and like
I kind of figured.
Like, Chaz told me he was like feeling a little bit more and more intimate, and I was like,
wait a minute, wait. That's
my bad. Well, I'm happy we got y'all out in time.
That's not. That's not what
look, I'm just saying, like, my bad. Y'all kind of tripped into the trunk and it fell, the lid fell, and we couldn't find the keys, and like, my bad. Like, we locked them in the car. Yeah, like we couldn't get you out, man. Like, I'm sorry. But we got you out eventually, though.
That's facts. And we're back. And we have a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, we do.
And the crazy thing about it is every time this happens, when something big goes crazy in wrestling, we're always taking a break.
Hey, look, real life happens though. But real life happens though.
Real life happens, yeah, but it's just crazy.
It's crazy. No, it is. If we take like more than a week off, crazy shit happens.
Crazy stuff pops off.
Like we were coming off of like a three dates in a row, and then like still just working through like all the wrestling, getting ready for like WrestleMania. We were like, man, like we really just kind of like need to take like a mental day. And so you guys took over, and then it was like WrestleMania, and then we had the Resurrection Day, and we're like, man, there's just like so many things at once.
Well, yeah, really, it just was like back to back to back to back. Like, when Resurrection Sunday came up, I was like, oh wow, it is Easter, isn't it? Oh,
yeah, no, that was funny because I hit you up, was like, yo, we having a show?
Yes, you called me. Damien called. Listen, folks, Damien called me. He called me legitimately on like Thursday or Friday. I think it was like earlier in the week, and goes, we were talking about WrestleMania. Yeah, we talking about WrestleMania. And he goes, we're about to hang up, and he goes, oh, we have a show Sunday, right? I go, yeah, bro, we got to talk about WrestleMania. And that was the last I've heard of Damien, because I said, yeah, I'll talk to you Sunday, bro. Group chat goes off on Sunday. Are we having a show? Red Dog, no, it's Easter. Thanks for letting me know. And I go, oh, I forgot. I definitely told him there's a show.
What's going on?
But yeah,
and if you guys think that this is gonna be a pro AEW and WWE show, it probably will be.
That's a good segue into temp check. All right. So temp check. For those of you who don't know what temp check is, let me explain to you what temp check is. And while you listen to me explain what temp check is, make sure you follow us on all your favorite social medias at 3count_pod on Twitter, 3countpod everywhere else. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button on your favorite podcast. Follow our podcast listeners. All right. Wherever you're listening to it at, because we're on every podcast network, streaming, whatever the kids are calling it these days. So definitely hit that subscribe button. Also, my Apple Podcast users, support the cult of Apple users. Give me that 5-star frog, 5-star frog splash off the top of the scaffolding this week. Off the scaffolding, we're going a 5-star frog splash review on Apple Podcasts. Here's what temp check is. That was a lot.
My allergies, man. Sorry about that.
Hey, no, I feel it.
It's springtime, yo. It's springtime.
It is springtime. Yeah. Spring cleaning and everything. We get it.
Yeah.
Yo, the funny part about it just got warm. It snowed. Just real quick, it snowed during spring break. I lied to you not. I lied to you not. So mad. But all right, also, continue, temp check.
Well, real quick, before we get into temp check, I got to put this out there. We're on Amazon Music as well. So if you guys,
yes, we are.
We just did that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's funny. An Amazon truck just pulled up.
Yeah, let them know.
When you said
hey,
that.
do you listen to our podcast?
Right? You get it for free, man. You work there.
Yeah.
I thought you were really about to yell at him when it looked like you were about to get out your car.
I was getting ready to, but he started backing away.
Oh, okay.
I almost did.
I was about to say it because it looked like you got it with intent. I just wanted to make sure.
I did. I was getting ready to. He didn't come close enough. That's the only reason.
Oh my gosh. Temp check. All right, so temp check is me and my friends. We're going to give you our hottest and coldest wrestler going into this week, and this is going to account for WrestleMania and up to now. So this is a really big temp check. Could possibly break our thermometer here. Let's start us off hot. Red Dog, what you got for me? Temp check.
I think for me, temp check wise, I think I'm gonna go with Sammy and KO.
Solid.
Okay.
Solid.
Let me take it back.
What? You were close. I was definitely about to say, all right, Damien.
Yeah.
You're next.
Yeah.
Cutting the close, Red Dog. Cutting it close.
Let me get my new favorite guys in the LWO.
The whole faction?
Oh yeah, all 5 of them.
Okay. All right.
I'm hyped. Yeah, we got back to LWO. You better believe I'm excited about that.
All right. What you got, Dark Lord? Hottest wrestler. Oh, he's putting it up. He's putting it up. Yep. He's putting it up.
My tribal chief.
Yeah.
Your tribal chief.
Oh, that's my line. Wait a minute there, Paul.
Wait, yeah, I'm taking it. I'm taking it, buddy.
Oh, okay.
The head of the table. The undisputed Universal WWE champion and winner of the main event of WrestleMania. My selfish pick, Roman Reigns.
Okay.
All right. That's not 1,000 days.
That's not bad. That's that's respectable. I'm gonna throw my dark horse. I'm gonna go with Darby Allin.
Okay.
Darby and MJF are really doing it for me. I really like the stuff they've been doing. I'm waiting for Jungle Boy and Sammy to put themselves in it, because aren't we getting a fatal 4-way, or maybe I'm thinking too much into that first promo? But it looks like the Pillars are going to have this match for the belt. That'd be dope to have in London. Spoiler if you didn't know. You know, it's all out, not all in. No, it's all in.
It's all in. It's all in.
All in, all out. Anyway, all in will be in London, guys, in Wembley Stadium. If you didn't know, but yeah, I'm going with Darby as my hottest wrestler of the past 2.5 weeks. All right, so coldest wrestler. Who you got, Red Dog? Coldest wrestler.
I think to start us off with the coldest wrestler of the week. I'm gonna have to go with Madcap Moss.
Oh, poor Madcap.
What about you?
You already know who I'm. You already know. You already know that idiot Chris Jericho. Oh God, I can't stand him. Just quit already, please.
My coldest wrestler of the week. Can't believe I have to say this name, but it's apparent because of how recently she's been on television. Riho is my coldest wrestler of the week. Just garbage. Just hot garbage, man. It's just bad. No,
I can't be mad at you. I can't be mad at you about that.
I've got to the point now that I enjoy the AEW's women's matches. I just don't like when she's in the match, and I get upset. I hear that.
Oh,
I know her music, and it hits, and I go, not watching this.
I hate when that happens, when like you hear somebody's music, and you're like, you know what, I'm not watching this. That's bad.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like every time like you hear that one anthem and you gotta like crank up the volume like a million times. Like I turn down the volume when Cody Rhodes comes out, but I turn up the volume when Roman Reigns comes out because I know he's gonna win. And so I just stand there and I stare slowly, thinking to myself, Anthony, right here, buddy.
The way you did that was actually kind of cool.
That was great. That was great. I was gonna say something to Anthony, like, why you hating, buddy?
Yo, you know what? Let me full transparency, right? Like I have been talking to him on the phone, and since the day after WrestleMania, all it was F WWE, F Vince McMahon, F Triple H, F this, F that, F them, F him, F you, F indie wrestling, F this person, F that person. I hate wrestling. It's so bad. Blah 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 blah. Why can't Cody finish this story? Blah 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 blah. It's like one thing after the next. It is so funny to listen to Anthony just complain about how much he hates wrestling right now.
But decides to check out the wrestling podcast. We're probably giving him his news because he hasn't watched it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all AEW.
Oh yeah, that is facts, buddy. It's facts.
Like watch, like right here. Look, I hate WWE so much.
That's not true because guess what, Damien? That's not lie. You have been giving AEW and Tony his props the past month.
I know.
Until that day I got sick.
That's true. I just blame you got sick. You were just sick.
No, that main event that I got sick on. I'm trying to tell you, I was gravy. I was gravy until the main event started. It was like 10 minutes into it, and I started feeling nauseous. And I didn't stop puking until the show went off the air.
Well, you know what? That's probably because you didn't have your runt with you, so you need to have like your runt.
Yeah, I do.
With you.
Oh, and you know the bad part is, I'm at the last of it, and I don't think the strain's coming around into the fall.
Dang.
Sad. I know. I'm sad.
Wow. So we're
find another one that's like Fruit Loops.
Nope. For the summer, we're gonna have anti AEW.
Oh, probably all the way.
Oh, that's wonderful. They're gonna go to London and Wembley, and Damon's just gonna hate it. And it's going to probably be a legitimate, solid show. It's AEW. It has its hiccups. It'll be a solid show. The crowd will be insane. And Damon go, this was hot garbage. This was the worst thing ever. Oh, yes. No, don't get it until
I threw up from beginning to end of the show.
It gave me diarrhea. I couldn't.
The whole time.
I got malaria. I got malaria because of this show.
Oh, man. All right. Let's move. While we're talking about AEW and Wembley, let's get right down to the big story coming out of this weekend, and it's everyone's favorite Chicago Sun. The rumors are back up again. It is reported that CM Punk is returning back to AEW. It seems that he is even willing to mend the fences with the Elite. So it's reported that their new 2-hour show, he may go there. He may show up at the Wembley show. Me personally, I don't see why wouldn't they use him there to fill up that big stadium. But the question is this: do we bring CM Punk back? Yes or no? Let's go with let's see here. You know what? No, let's leave Damien second because he hates Punk. So let's go with you. Let's start with you, Cliff.
Okay. I don't know. I'm interested because the show Collision is definitely something that's caught my attention. So I think for me, I'm kind of interested, but it just seems like we're just pulling on the strings again of the United Center, right? Because remember, the first time it was with Rampage's debut, it was, hey, it's what do they call it? The first stand or whatever for AEW show Rampage, and then CM Punk debuted, right? So it's we're using the excuse of we're back at the United Center again. Oh, let's go ahead and just throw this show out there. So I don't know, man. I'm kind of in the middle of it. I kind of want him to be there. Also, I kind of don't, but if he's gonna go through and politic his way back up to the top and then just say I think I deserve to be the champion and this, that, and the other, and I've never watched a Rocky movie before, so I don't want to have this going on. But it was definitely I don't know, that last little bit was kind of a weird run for me. I think for me though, he's definitely a head turner, so everybody pays attention whenever he does come on and he talks. So I can't say no. I don't want to see him back because I definitely want to see what kind of stories they're going to build up. So I guess that's where I'm at. So it's kind of sure. We'll see.
All right, what you got, Damien? As your phone vibrates like crazy. Is that whose phone is that? Can you hear him?
It's very faded, but yeah, there's definitely a real buzzing going on behind the scenes, and I don't know where that's from.
Oh my goodness, we're having
technical. Trying to call me. Corey keeps trying to call me on Messenger.
Oh dang! This is what happens when you go live. We'll do it live.
This is live entertainment, folks. This is live.
No, it is. And you know what the messed up part about it is? I gotta back out so my headset will connect. So I'll be right back.
Well, then we'll just let.
So then I'll go. So all right, CM Punk is a draw, and I said it a couple of weeks ago when CM Punk was at the New Japan show, and there was a line at the New Japan show. He was just he was there just as a fan, and he was there, and there was a line to meet CM Punk. CM Punk is a draw. CM Punk brings dollars, and I think we tend to forget that because of all the negativity that surrounds CM Punk. But CM Punk is a draw. You still have him under contract. Why not bring him in? I think it would be a wasted opportunity to not. I wouldn't even. I would rather you. Here's the thing: if you do the Collision, you bring him back. I don't think you lead off the show with that. I think you wait till the very end and you do the announcement of whatever he wants to, whatever he's going to do at Wembley, because I don't see them going to London and not, bringing in all the star power that they can. Like, I really do believe you'll see Sting's going to wrestle. You'll see Jericho wrestle, of course. You'll see, like, I just don't see them not using, literally, throwing all the guns out and saying, let's go. CM Punk, he brings in viewers. He brought them their $1 million game. So I just don't see why you wouldn't. It's dumb. It's dumb, and it's just bad business. And if he's legitimately willing to let bygones be bygones, okay, cool. Like, they ain't gotta be friends. Like, let's do business. Let's make money. That's all. I've always been that way from the jump, from the very get-go. Like, we don't have to be friends, but we're in this business to make money. And I want to make money, and you want to make money. All right, cool. Let's we go out there, we do our thing. I protect you, you protect me. We make our money, we go our separate ways. No one got to say, hey, we don't have to be all brother. That's the problem in wrestling. Everybody wants to be over, hey, brother. And you don't got to do that. Like, just make your money and go.
Yeah, I do hear you on that one.
All right.
Your turn, buddy, old pal.
All right. So as much as you say that I don't like Punk, like, I respect what he did. Let's just get that out the way. Because me, I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, that's facts. That's factual.
Like just off jump, I would have done the same thing. With that being said, Tony needs to bring him back.
All right, cool.
I'm not all up for another show because I feel like something's going to suffer. However, if this means that Punk can come back, you got to do what you got to do, boo-boo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
just like, pop some more shrooms and snort some bigger lines, and you should be good.
Yeah.
That was, well, I didn't say that, but everything you said, I said the same thing, except for that part. But
what, the last part?
Yeah, I didn't say that part. I said, I pretty much was like, all right, I wouldn't recreate the whole Rampage thing and like you start the show off and then, I'd say you wait till the very end, whatever they got to do, whatever he's doing at Wembley, you'd make the announcement off that. Like the last 5 minutes is just him. That's it.
Yeah.
Whoever he's facing off, you do that there, boom, because I just don't see them not having him wrestle or not even wrestle, not be a part of their first show in London. And then like that's Wembley Stadium. That stadium is huge. Like I don't have the fact, the fact checked off the hand, but that's a big stadium. Like I don't know how much it was SoFi. SoFi WrestleMania said they had what 135 altogether.
No, that was the weekend it was like 100 something.
135. So it was what probably let's say 80. I'm bad at math, guys. I'm a wrestler for a reason.
Yeah, it's 106. It's like 160 something.
So, but yeah, like I don't see why wouldn't they bring in Punk and like it's just make your money. It's bad. That's bad. It's just bad business not to.
I still hate AEW. That hasn't changed, by the way. Just want to put that out there. When you bring up the name CM Punk, and people got to understand and realize, when you bring up the name CM Punk, people flock to it. Like it just that's factual. He didn't have a single UFC fight, but he was in that video game, and that game made a bunch of money because why? CM Punk's in the game. Yep.
Oh, and guess what? He was hot garbage too.
Oh, hot garbage.
But he had a
newsflash. Yeah, the man was a pro wrestler who then turned into an MMA fighter. He really didn't have any skills to back it up. But yeah,
my thing is look at the ratings now with Punk not on the TV.
Right, and he like I said, they were bringing in $1 million. They brought in $1 million gate. They they were getting million views on television at that time. Like
right, exactly. So I mean, you gotta do something, Tony.
Like if you want people to flock to Wembley Stadium, if you want people like legit American people, like the Americans, to travel literally over to Wembley Stadium because they're fans who do that. Give them why not give them something that's really worth it. CM Punk. Oh, CM Punk's back. Oh yeah, I'm going. Let me go play a plane ticket or and all that.
But what do you do with him? Like where do you put him at? Like I know that the topic is like, do we bring him back? Yes, I agree that like he's the money man, but where do you put him in? Like, is he in the title? Like, you're not going to insert him into the title picture right away. So like, what feud do you start? And we kind of know, like, we see already like the trios championship, the 6-man's kind of doing its thing. So where do you put him?
If you're not going to do the whole the blend of realistic joint and have him face off against Kenny,
which should happen.
Now, if Kenny doesn't
understand it, but from understanding, they're cool. Out of everybody in that little group of BS, from my understanding, like they're maybe it's Kenny,
but from what I've gotten from, because I watched the AEW All Access show.
Right.
Sorry. I liked it. It's Total Divas for AEW.
You're the reason why you're keeping that show on a TV.
Exactly.
What? So you're gonna sit here? So listen, you're gonna sit here and say you didn't watch the first season of Total Divas?
I did not watch the first season of Total Divas.
Dude, that's wild.
I did.
Okay, so thank you, Damien. Someone, but you at least.
I didn't watch Total Divas. Like I didn't watch Game of Thrones.
I didn't watch Game of Thrones either.
I didn't watch Game of Thrones either.
Good. Well, see, y'all two total diva marks over here.
Anyway, I didn't say. Well, I did. I stopped watching after the 4th season.
My next thing.
But anyway, I do watch that. So it just the way the Bucks have been doing it, like the little whatever the joint they do when they talk to the camera. They look like they really sound like they were really hurt by the whole situation. I don't think they're probably over it. Maybe Kenny probably, because I even though I think Kenny understands business.
No, I think Kenny is over it. I think it's the Bucks that are like holding on, but they're the ones that started it.
Right, and then it's just let them. That's fine. And not, like, hey, that's their choice. They want to be still mad. You ain't gotta always accept everybody's apology, and that's on them. But
I agree with Corey. FTR and Punk versus the Elite for the trios title.
So that's my second. That's my second one. Is you do the Elite versus FTR and CM Punk. That's the only way you do. If you don't do Kenny versus Punk, you do the trios.
So then you have FTR drop the titles?
No, you just don't have.
No, you don't really have to. You don't have to. It's not necessary.
But you would think that if you're gonna move the show to Wembley, right? And you want the big matchups, right? And I do agree that FTR and FTR and CM Punk versus the Elite would make sense. But like, you also want to have your tag champions have a match too, because it's the first time you're gonna be in the UK, so you're gonna want like as much of a buildup as possible. And FTR obviously being a big team, it's almost like. And this would be my reason why I bring it up, right? Is because you could also have like the Acclaim, versus somebody for the tag titles. No, Damien, go ahead.
It's my show. Wait a minute. First of all, it's my show. It's Chaz and Friends. You're my friend.
Oh, shit.
No.
I'm also the one that hits the end button.
That's true. You are the producer, so that's Anyway, but look, so I want to say my point anyway. If you kick me off, that's fine. But
bring you back.
So that's the bigger match, and I think FTR understands it too. No, let's not. The bigger match is the trios match, and I think they understand that. Like, let's be completely honest.
Oh, yeah, it is.
FTR versus the Acclaimed is a solid match. Anytime else, I would be like, yes, absolutely. Seeing them work is beautiful. I can watch them wrestle all the time. But the bigger match and the bigger match that's going to sell tickets is Punk FTR versus the Elite. We've seen the Acclaim versus FTR already. We've seen it more than once.
I don't disagree.
The bigger match and the bigger money to, like I said, to entice people to travel to the UK to sell this joint out,
and then do the pay-per-view buys
and do pay-per-view buys. I am more likely going to go, I need to get that. I need to go see this show. I need to buy this pay-per-view. If this is the trios match, whether then it's the tag team title match. I don't need a tag team title match when I got all these other title matches. All these other titles. Let's be honest.
11
How
titles.
bad is it? How bad is it that I legitimately just realized that the Elite doesn't have the trios titles, and that I just realized the House of Black have the trios. Because I was like, where's the trios titles?
Oh yeah, the trios titles. Yeah. The trios.
I was like, yeah, you can have it for the titles. Oh, that's right. The House of Black nobody has seen them defended yet.
Yes, they have.
Yeah, they have. Twice.
They defended on Dynamite twice.
Yeah, on Dynamite twice. I don't know why I know this. Why do I know this?
The Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends.
Yeah, and then who else?
Dark Order.
It was that's what it was.
Oh yeah. Yeah, see, that tells you that I was like, damn, man, I wanted these guys to win the titles, and I definitely forgot that day.
But the Best Friends match was fire. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't like them. It was actually good. Orange Cassidy probably is my underdog for Temp Check. I meant to say that. I wanted to make that a point from when
Chaz.
Yes.
I don't know if I want to be your friend anymore.
I'm sorry, bro. Listen, I
thought we were cool, man.
I have to give the props.
Why? Why?
I have to. The past couple weeks when Orange Cassidy is in the ring, I'm not amazed and just go, damn. Is you ever like, and I know if people for sports people, like if you watch sports and you just look at somebody, and they're playing, you just sit back and like, damn, they're really good.
Okay, look, I'm gonna say this right now.
Orange Cassidy makes me say, damn, he's good every week. Especially these past couple weeks.
I'm getting ready to say something I'm getting ready to regret.
Nope. Yeah, I already heard it start.
Look, because this past Wednesday, that Buddy Matthews match was insanely great.
It's because of Buddy.
It was. I mean, that's also Buddy. It probably was. But Orange Cassidy, every week, his matches have been on point. I have nothing to complain. I may not like the pocket joint, and now I'm used to it. It don't bother me anymore. I don't like it. I don't like it either. But it is kind of cool that he's out here legit hitting drop kicks, moonsaults, and running the ropes with his hands in his pocket. Like, it's kind of low-key, kind of fire that he still can.
All right, you know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start just putting my hands in the front of my pants and like grabbing onto my dick and wrestling. That's what I'm going to start doing.
Crazy, though? The crazy thing is that what I love about Orange Cassidy, and I agree, like his matches have been fire. They all start off slow.
Yes.
Right? They all start off slow. He peppers in like everything, right, little by little, and then like as we start to build the match, like it starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and to the end where you're like, come on, I just want to see him hit the orange punch, and then he does, and you're like, oh shit, he did it, like, and then he gets the win, and you're like, you get invested because he knows how to tell like the story to get you like into the right mode, right? Like Buddy's an incredible talent, right? And so Matthews like hits these big moves, and you still see like Orange Cassidy is like kicking out and stuff, and like just pulling in so much sympathy. It's so hard not to agree with it.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you. He hit the orange punch, and I was like, because I had Buddy winning. I just thought they were gonna do like a little swerve. I don't know why. And maybe because I just feel like Buddy deserves the world because he's just that good. But he hit the orange punch, and he sold the hand, and I go, oh, he's about to lose. He's really about to lose. Buddy hits his joint, and he kicked out, and I went, oh my god! And like my wife wasn't even home, so I had the house to myself, and I just screamed, oh my God, how do you keep doing this? Why aren't you dead? Like he really brings you in. When you look beyond the pocket bull crap, the boy's amazing.
He's got a solid work. Like I've been saying that for a while. He's solid.
I need to smoke some. I got to smoke some more before I say this. I wish I had some alcohol. Tony, send me some coke. I need some cocaine right now. Send me some coke, please.
Oh my gosh. And this is the one time I will always renege on a wrestling take I have on this show. Like, and I don't renege on anything unless it's really out of pocket. But
I see what you did there.
But this time I have to like all the bullcrap and all the slander I gave about Orange Cassidy in the beginning. I gotta pull it back because once you strip him down, when you get rid of the whole pocket thing and the thumb and the cool like nonchalant, he's literally one of the best in-ring workers on the planet, bar none.
Okay, so I've seen him work before this whole gimmick. Impressed. Like he is very talented. I cannot take that from him. And the idea to kind of separate himself from everybody else, I get. It's not my thing. I don't fucks with it. It's hard for me to get past that, I guess, to really, really get into the match. And I've seen clips of his matches. I like the last half of his matches more than I like the beginning of his matches.
Understandable.
I'm not going to lie.
That was always
and like you said.
Yeah.
Like at the end, you're right. He does know how to build a match. The man's not bad. I'll give it to him.
He be having me, man. He be bringing me in.
But I also love the story that they're talking about.
Still fuck him.
Like I gotta.
That's what I'm saying. Like I still love this. I love this story that we're still telling about like his hand, right? Because like when they were going against the Dark Order, he came out to hit the orange punch, right? And Buddy moved and put the title in the way, and like he punched the title. And since then, like he's continuously selling his hand over and over and over again. Like he's just nervous about like hitting the orange punch, and every time he does, he knows he's doing damage to his hand. So I'm like, yo, this is actually such a great week to week story that we're telling, and I'm all about it.
Yeah, because
I give it to him. No, I give it to him.
So yeah, we want CM Punk to come back.
Right, talking about Orange Cassidy. Hey, how about you do CM Punk versus Orange Cassidy?
Let's do. Oh my god!
You know what? Let's do that. The fucked up part about that is I would actually watch that.
The Pepsi Twist versus the Orange Punch.
Like let's put CM Punk versus Orange Cassidy for the what's the belt called? The International
All-Atlantic.
No, it's not that anymore.
No.
It's International. They changed it to International.
You mean the Intercontinental 2.0 title?
I said International because that is the proper name of that championship. The International
I still stand by what I said.
at Wembley Stadium. Book that. That's what you do. If you want, there's your answer, Cliff. Where do you put him at? That's where you put him at. All right.
I like it. See, I'm with it.
Let's switch on over to the WWE because that's the big thing. That's really.
All right. So look, I know we have like two subjects to talk about, but it's all one.
Yeah,
it's legitly all one.
So I'm looking because I wrote it down and I'm just looking at it and it's still like what 2 weeks later.
Yeah,
just crazy to think, but I'm just like,
and Anthony is still complaining about WWE and WrestleMania,
exactly,
and everything else that's happening.
But this is probably the greatest probably thing that could have ever happened. So, all right, here we go. All right, so how do we start? I don't know. This is crazy. All right, so
do you want to do Mania first and then
we not even? You know what? Let's
or do we just give our thoughts on the whole situation as a whole?
Let's go with Mania. Let's go with Mania because I feel like let's go with Mania because that'll probably lead us into that. All right, sure. Mania happened. Big thing about Mania: Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. Let's just get right to it. Yes, Mania was awesome. All the matches were fire, guys. We're not even gonna get into it.
Don't do that.
Night
Don't do
one
that.
was night one was a bit better than night two. Actually, I ain't gonna lie.
I
Don't
agree.
do that. Don't do that.
I'm not gonna do that. But listen, if you have not watched WrestleMania, you need to go on and you need to watch it. I will say that just for the sake of time, we're gonna go right to Roman and Cody because coming out of WrestleMania, that was one of the bigger stories. And then what happened the next day is also, I feel like.
Oh no, it happened in the middle. It happened in the middle,
right? Because the rumors started during the day. You're right.
Yeah.
So all right, here we go. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Finish the story. If you didn't watch it, sorry, folks. Cody didn't finish the story. Roman Reigns retains, and he is still your Universal WWE Heavyweight Championship of the champion of the world. Put your ones in the air. I will say I was God.
You know that was my selfish pick, right? When we talked about it 2 weeks ago, I was like, selfishly, I want him to retain.
And I will. Let's give our thoughts real quick on it, and then I'll get into the question. So initially going in, I said it. I told both of y'all this in private conversations. I go, I got. I really had it in my heart that they were going to let Cody have this moment. And when he hit the spear and he counted to 3, I thought it was a mistake. I felt like, oh, they fucked up. Like, you know how as workers, when we know you messed up a spot, you feel that, like you feel the sink in your heart too, because you know how that feels to mess up. That's how I felt. I go, oh, they messed up. And I just shot and I sat there. My sister was there, so Angel was there, my wife was there. And I was sitting in the chair and I go, no way. Just shocked and stunned. I didn't say a word. We were all shocked. We were all shocked. Of course, my wife goes, I told you he was going to win. But yeah, I was shocked. Still shocked. Still don't feel right. But I get why. All right. What about you? Initial thoughts, Red Dog?
Just for that match?
Yeah, just that match.
It was the ending of it was like really threw me off. Because when I was watching it, right, I was like, I'm invested in this match. I'm like wrapped up, like, oh my God, like this could happen. And while I agree with the decision, right, of having Roman go over, I was still kind of lost, like, why didn't we have Cody win? And then I got to thinking about the behind the scenes kind of stuff, like the optics of what it would look like and things like that and what people would be saying. And I was like, maybe WWE made the right move and having Cody lose, right? But I don't know, man. I was appreciative of it, right? I liked the story that was being told, the like I'm never gonna die kind of attitude versus like the guy who's been constantly like fighting from behind like all the time. And I'm people are probably wondering like, well, who's fighting from behind all the time? And it's Roman. Like Roman legitimately gets everybody to shine up, and then like it makes it look like he has to like do everything he has to do to come back and fight, right? And we've seen him tell that story with Drew, we've seen it with Logan, we've seen it with Seth, we've seen it with Braun, Ray, like person after person. I've heard of Brock. He's just done it numerous times where Brock looks like he's just gonna dominate, and then you just see like this champion just like for some reason just keep coming back and fighting. And everybody keeps saying they're like, well, Roman can't win on his own.
Oh, I think that's great.
That's amazing. I love it.
He's a heel, people. A heel. What a group. But be a fool not to do it.
Yeah, that's why. And have those guys, and those guys believe him, right? They believe Roman. They believe in the tribal chief, and that's why they're going to sacrifice whatever they can to win, right? Yeah. To help him win. And I loved it, and that's why I love seeing the transitions that Solo is going through right now too, because of like all the stuff that happened at Mania. So yeah, I really loved the match. I'm not gonna lie.
Your turn, Damien.
Ooh, I had so many different emotions through this match. I ain't gonna lie. Cause on one hand, like I told you, like selfishly, I was like, Roman's gotta go over. Like I want to see him hit that 1,000 mark. so close. Like, but at the same time, the story with fucking Cody, like this, and it was like torn, and then like it was like the back and forth, and I'm just like, all right, I'm okay with Cody. No, he can't win. And it was just back and forth, and then when it happened, it was just like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Like, hold on, did they do what I think? I was just like, and then it was just like, oh damn, I feel. And like looking at Cody in the ring, I was like, damn, yo, I feel you. As much. And so it was like after that moment of like, damn, that sucks. And then it was like, but my nigga won.
Yeah, it was a thing for me too.
It played on my emotions a lot.
Yeah.
With the situation, because I was torn from jump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It was so well told.
It was worth the hype. It was worth the wait. It was definitely worth the wait.
Yep.
We said it from jump when Cody returned last year at Mania. We all were like, all right, when is he going to face Roman? It was set in stone from there, and waiting a year out, and even with Cody missing a couple of months of action, it worked out, and it was worth the wait. It was a great match, just great.
Dude, it was flawless. Like the story was flawless.
Oh, just Roman. Roman has just this, and I don't. It's this gravitas like about him now when he's in the ring, and like he's like he's different. This is not.
You know why, right?
This is because not 2016. Yes.
No, but he believes that he's the tribal chief. He believes that he is these things. Therefore, we believe.
Right. Exactly. And
it's the same thing with Cody. Like we believe in his story. Like it's the whole thing. It's the whole thing. Bloodline, Sammy, Kevin, all of it. Like just that whole spectrum. Like we believe that this is like this tyrant dictator that's just running Raw and SmackDown right now.
Yeah.
And what I love about it too is that like Roman's story over the last few months, right, has been pretty much like F everything, right? Because like remember like when Brock showed up for like SummerSlam and they're gonna do the last man standing match, they're like, oh, this will be the time where Brock takes over. He's like, no, you're beast. And then it was like they're gonna go to Clash at the Castle. Oh, Drew's gonna do it there. And he was like, no, Drew and his castle. And then it was like, oh, Logan Paul will be the guy that does it. Who do it in Saudi Arabia? He's like, no, you're Prime. I don't drink that. And then he went, you know. And then
first of all, that match is still wild to say that happened in the match.
I know
the match that it was
good.
Exactly,
it was good.
Just that alone, it happened, and it was what it was. Keep going, Cliff.
Then it was, oh well, Sammy like betrayed the bloodline. He knows all the weaknesses. He can hit him where it hurts. And then Roman was like, your bloodline and fuck Sammy and his wannabe betrayal ass. And it was like, you know, Cody has like this incredible story. Like he came back, he tore his pectoral muscle. Then he's back at the Royal Rumble, and like he's about to make all these big things. And Roman's like, your story. Just like beat him. Like, yo,
your dad loved me and not you.
The spirit of Dusty was with Roman, the tribal.
Right. Oh my god. Anyway, after our initial thoughts, let's go here. Was it the right call?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
I say yes. Nope. I'm gonna say yes. I gotta say yes on this one. And
because this will lead into
This is my reasoning why. Okay, so one, at this moment, especially what's gonna happen, what we're gonna talk about next, it makes sense to have somebody that's been established this long being the face of this new company as far as a performer is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Two, now Cody has to possibly go through a whole nother year of full action without the injury. And it's like, he already beat you. Now you have to try to beat the monster when he's basically undefeatable. Over 1,000 days and like counting. For him to go back, possibly win back-to-back Royal Rumbles, to get his opportunity again, and then finally do it at WrestleMania 40?
I didn't think about that.
Why the fuck not? I know people said that this kind of hurt, but in my opinion, it didn't, because it was like Cody was that close. So now we have to see if Roman can keep the bloodline together for a whole year. And what if he doesn't? And he goes into Mania alone.
Ooh,
after having to have to face each member of his bloodline to hold on to his championship that helped him keep it. Damn. And then now he's got to get through WrestleMania.
He's spitting right now. You giving out free ideas, bro. Shut up. Shh.
I'm just saying that's if it was me.
Money.
Look, I'm just saying if it was me.
It's too good. You spitting, bro. You spitting.
I'm just saying.
Big Four though, like at the Big Four, starting at Money in a Bank.
Yeah, he's gotta go. Yeah,
one of them, like
he's got to
now. Like I would start with like
every moment.
I would, you know what? I would love to see. Yeah, I would love to see like SummerSlam, like Survivor Series, and Royal Rumble, like be those three big moves, and then like he goes on to WrestleMania. Like, I think that would be lit. I would rock with that.
Yeah, I think it's got heavy potential to tell the real story.
Absolutely, yes.
Here's the flip side for everything, right? With the news that got announced the very next day in mid WrestleMania, right? The very next day, why not start off this new era with someone who is known as, like the American Nightmare, right? You want to start off with a fresh face, like that guy that came out from somewhere else that was with the company, left, made his name into a big name, and then comes into WWE and only elevated himself to the very top of the card, right? So you have this great story that you're able to tell, and then you can pin it on the back of him and be like, hey, he's gonna run through, and at this time, you could have the other side of the struggle, right? Where like now, like Cody's at the top, he's probably not as hungry as he once was, right? Yeah, he's still fighting everybody off, but now like here's like a hungry tribal chief trying to reclaim his title and to move back up. So there's different ways to like spin the story, but I think
two sides to the coin.
Yeah, and I kind of like the idea of like you have that fresh face. Like here's our new company is being bought by this company, and our company is being bought by this company, and here we go, and here's your champion for that, right? Because you've already flipped the tag titles, so why not? You could flip that, and these three guys would be like the new faces of the franchise, and you can push it. Look, there I go, kicking everything around. We're slightly slanted, but yeah, I would. That was my thought process behind it. But either way, I do like your story that you're talking about, because now you can like face that up, or you can even spin it the other way, right? Like now Roman says, if you want to face me at WrestleMania again, not only do you gotta get past Brock, but once you get past Brock, now you gotta get past Solo. Then you gotta get past Jay. Then you gotta get Jimmy. Then you gotta get past Jay. Then you can get to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like work it, get to it. And I mean, either way, it makes sense, because right there you got 4 great feuds and matches for Cody to keep him busy for the rest of the fucking year.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like I said, it's sad, but in my opinion, I feel like the injury kind of hurt a little bit. It was a little bit of a setback. And the only reason why I say that is because it's like you had this hot program with Seth Rollins that ended abruptly, which would have possibly had you, if you didn't get injured, facing and having some amazing matches with some amazing talent that you've never faced before.
Right.
And like young talent. And I'm pretty sure that's Yeah, and he would have built himself up to go to the Royal Rumble, probably start in the Rumble a lot sooner and win it. That build and then him winning at WrestleMania would have been amazing. It would have been perfect. But considering what they did was fucking amazing.
Right.
In the short amount of time that they did it. Hats off. Like, it still made you super fucking invested.
Yeah.
But I feel like that injury, that might have been like part of the reason, you know what? Let's really, really build this and let's send everybody home pissed. We made y'all happy night one. Can't make you happy both nights.
Yeah. I should have seen that also coming too. Sammy and them winning. I should have known Roman wasn't going to lose.
Man, I would have done the same thing. You know that.
Yeah.
If I was booking it, I'm like, look, I made y'all happy at least once.
Yeah. If you paid a ticket for night one, you got lucky. You came home happy. Night two, sorry. You should have bought a ticket for both nights. Too bad.
Right?
All right. So here we go. Let's talk about it.
Ooh, the elephant in the room?
Seriously. Like,
okay, hold on. Before we do the elephant in the room, I'm going to do my grind my gears thing because this will lead into that.
All right, cool. Grind, what grinds your gears, Damien? Vince
McMahon's fucking mustache and toupee.
Wait, is that a toupee?
Is it a toupee?
I've had nightmares. Nightmares. Somebody tried to call me again. Nightmares.
Dang. He said he had nightmares.
Nightmares, man.
Nightmares.
Like, and I'm like really cool with Vince. Like, he spent so many years. No facial hair. You want facial hair? Facial hair.
He should be ashamed of himself.
As Damon's grinding his gears, his phone is grinding out.
So that's what grinds Damon's gears while Damon gets his gears and his phone together.
Yeah, we're good. No, that's what pissed me off. God damn Vince and that mustache looking like a Bullwinkle freaking villain.
You know what's crazy is that, like, at first when I looked at him, I was like, why is it so weird? And then, like, I realized he had his mustache, right? And I was like, yo, what's this thing with his hair? Yeah. Like, his hair is like dark, right? It's like jet brown, right? And I was like, and then someone posted up a picture, and I was like, yeah, he really does look like Bison from Street Fighter.
Yeah, he does.
And it does.
He does.
It's disturbing. It is so, like, it rubs me the wrong way. He looks like he's trying to hide in, like, complete, like he's in disguise trying to hide in plain sight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they won't recognize me.
He's auditioning for Gomez from Addams Family.
He totally is.
He's all like, oh, that's gonna be good stuff. How
much you want to bet is probably the new chick he's dating? Oh, you look great in a mustache.
You know what's so funny? Remember, because like it's not even like a rumor. It's a real thing. Like, he shaved every day because he hated having a beard. He didn't want his facial hair to win. So now all of a sudden I see this man pop up with a mustache. I'm like, you John Waters wannabe. Like, knock it off.
Bro,
roided out John Waters.
He carried a razor, an electric razor, in his freaking bag and shaved a couple times a day.
I know.
Get this. Maybe he has the mustache now because it makes him look younger, because he just sold his company for over a huge ton of $1 billion.
9.7 bill.
A lump sum of billions of dollars to Anthem, the parent company of the UFC. So yeah, that's what we've been avoiding talking about for the past hour, folks. Yeah, Vince sold his company, and Anthem is going to they're going to merge UFC and WWE into being a single company, named to be decided. But yeah, folks,
Well, actually, the company is Endeavor.
Endeavor.
No, it's
Yeah,
Endeavor.
Endeavor.
It is. It's called Endeavor.
It's Endeavor. Endeavor is the one that bought UFC, and then bought
what the fuck is Anthem?
WWE, and now they're going to merge into a big company.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like,
Endeavor. No, Endeavor is basically the mastermind behind this company.
The evil genius.
Fun fact, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the guy who runs Endeavor, right, is the guy who inspired Ari Gold from Entourage.
Yes, I do know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, he's a big time agent in Hollywood. So just imagine you got that fool, you got Vince, you got
Dana.
You got Dana, and then you also have Nick Khan. Can you imagine serving them in a restaurant? Over here in that conversation?
No money.
Probably not.
That probably not coming through well.
Probably not.
I want to know what the bill is.
No, I can't wait to see these TV rights. Deals to go down. I feel bad for the companies.
That's next.
They're screwed. They're screwed.
That's next. Listen. We're not talking about the rights until next week. That's next week's topic.
All right, that's fine, but I'm just saying they're screwed.
That's a whole nother debate topic.
And what's gonna be crazy is that
because that's the big story out of all of it is really that because
it is.
That's what's really going to really set up and what's going to change things is the rights and who gets what. But let's talk about Endeavor buying the merger. So I want to put this point out. Because this deal took place, that is why I say that Roman Reigns was the right choice. Because when you put this to let's just say you're going into this to the average person or business person who really don't know nothing about wrestling. The last thing they could have known was Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage. But if you bring this to them and be like, hey, this is what it is now. This is Roman Reigns. This is the champion. And you can market more Roman Reigns more than Cody Rhodes at this point in time. Let's just say that because they can obviously.
At this point of time, because of how much he's held that how long he's held the title.
Not even just how much he's held the title, just the name Roman Reigns and what.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
He's okay. You look at him. All right, he's this jacked Samoan, chiseled like Maui guy. Like, come on. All right. He's
a movie star.
He's good looking. Oh, he's related to what? Oh, Dwayne Johnson? That guy? Oh, he used to and then
money. Main evented 8 WrestleManias.
Main evented 8 WrestleManias. Merchandise off the shelf. Like that.
Look, my son almost died the week before WrestleMania because he cut my Roman Reigns shirt and made it a crop top.
Oh,
and it wasn't even a cool one. He kept the sleeves on. He could at least cut the damn sleeves off. I put it like this. Because of that, he has no bed, no clothes, no toys, no electronic devices, no dresser, no door or doorknob. It is gone. He is on lockdown.
Sounds like jail.
He's in the Dark Lord's penitentiary.
Exactly. Yo, and that was over a shirt.
And that penitentiary is the trunk of the car.
Yep.
All right. So the question and the debate, the topic or the question is this: what does the future hold for the WWE? After this deal is made, what does the future hold for the WWE? Let's go with you, Damien.
Skies is the limit. That big song.
Troy Lewis?
No. The Biggie song. The Biggie song.
Sorry.
Skies is the limit.
Sorry, I had to.
The sky is the fucking limit. Dude. It's a smart decision. They didn't go anywhere. What can they not do? Please tell me. They just solidified their spot hands down as the wrestling company
Yeah, that's
like
that's what I was gonna say.
like like seriously, like really, what can they do? Like what can they not do? Who can they what like the potential is limitless at this point.
So because you said that, I want to piggyback. I'm gonna go next. Cliff, you can go then after this. But yeah, it's they now with this merger, it is legitimately the WWE is the number one wrestling league in the country or the world. It is compare it to now I don't even want to say the NBA and the G League, but it's the NFL and the XFL or the NFL or was the American Football League. Whereas the NFL is the number one, that's the commercial one that I don't want to say commercial, but the mainstream league that everyone watches that has all the big stadiums. And that's the WWE for wrestling. Period. There is no debate on whether or not whether you like AEW more or not. You can like AEW more. There are people who like the XFL more than the NFL. There are people who watch the Euro League in basketball or watch the women's basketball over the NBA, and that's fine. But you have to be honest and be real and just that the main stage and that the number one solidified league is the WWE. That's what this does. I really feel like you're going to see more exposure for the wrestlers as a whole. You're going to see them on more stuff like outside than what they were already doing.
They're going to be making more money.
Oh my goodness.
You're going to see wrestlers in probably more movies,
more talk shows, more kids shows, more. You're going to see them probably more at basketball games and other stuff at UFC events. Definitely.
Yep. Definitely.
You might have Michael Cole come guest commentate when Conor McGregor comes back. Who knows?
You better not.
Like I'm just saying,
I'll be so mad. You know how mad I would be if I ever heard Michael Cole go, "Oh yeah, that combo right there, vintage Conor." I'd be like, "Get him out of here! Get him out of here right now!"
He would
get him out. Get out.
He would definitely go.
Oh, there's these people to take this.
He go vintage McGregor right there, folks. Over there where I come from in wrestling, we call that a spear.
Be like, "Oh my God, Bones Jones, just cut that man in half. Vintage Jones right there." No, he better not.
Can only
stay his ass right.
You know the messed up part of as much as everybody shits on Michael Cole, I love Michael Cole.
Michael Cole is goated. Yeah. I don't care what anyone says anymore. If anyone when I see it, and I'm deep in wrestling Twitter. Sorry, but I see it. There are people who still talk trash, and I just look at them. I go, "You just don't know good commentary." That's just what it is. Because Michael Cole is up there with the best of bets. When you talk about commentators, you talk about Bobby, you talk about Jesse Ventura, Jim Ross. You put Michael Cole up there, damn it.
Yeah, dude, I love when he gets hyped and he gets out of his seat. Love it.
Because you did not see that when Vince was in his ear.
Exactly.
You didn't. And
I'm happy he's got more freedom now. And that feels like he's more himself.
He's
feeling it.
Here's the thing. Watch this, and then we'll move on to this or that if we got one. And now it's just because we'll leave it on that. Michael Cole. If you look at him now, since he's been commentating without Vince in his ear, don't he remind you more of how Mauro Ronaldo was?
Yeah.
Beforehand, wasn't he doing the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, just enough said. That's all that needs to be said. This is the clip that you put. This is the clip, and you just put there no context, and you see how it blows up because that's all that needs to be said. This or that. Oh, Cliff, you didn't give your what you said. What the future holds.
Wow, you're gonna totally skip over Cliff. I was gonna remind you too.
Yeah, it's funny because like earlier too, like Chaz was supposed to give his point on something, and I don't remember what that point was, but he totally skipped himself. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna sit here, just listen. I think for me, the future is endless right now. Like you brought up a great point, right? Like comparatively, like right now, like WWE is predominantly like the place to watch, right? Like even for like UFC, right? Because Bellator is still around, but Bellator is not as well known, right? Or even a one FC, right? So now in wrestling wise, now you have the WWE, which is the wrestling, AEW, Impact, right? There's really not. Like you can enjoy other products 100%. But when you go, like this is going to be one of those things now where you go to call to do any kind of training, right? You're going to get those people who call and say, do you train WWE instead of do you train pro wrestling? Right? Yeah. Because that's what they're going to know. People do it now with the UFC. They go, you guys can talk to any other mixed martial arts school out there. And they're going to tell you, they're going to ask you, do you guys train UFC? And not just, when people are like, yes, we train mixed martial arts. Yeah, I know. But do you train UFC? Like, yes, we train you. Like, that's the thing. People forget that there's so much out there for mixed martial arts, but so many people only know about the UFC. And so it's the same thing that we're seeing now. We're watching it happen, right? Like there's a lot of other professional football leagues out there, but we predominantly know the NFL, right? And we can talk about the XFL, the USFL, the AAFL, the Arena Football League, right? There's
the CFL.
The CFL. Yeah. We could talk about all that stuff, but unfortunately, everybody's going to just want to go play the NFL, right? Now everybody's going to want to go to any kid out there is going to be like, I want to be the next Roman Reigns or I want to be the next John Cena. They're want to go to the WWE. So I just look at like, yo, the sky's the limits, man, right now with all the stuff they're doing. So big ups to them on it. Just don't bring back WWE Studios. Yeah.
What? Come on,
they had one good movie.
They had one.
Thank you.
See no evil.
I didn't watch that. I don't do.
That was actually the first one was good. Second one was a bit disturbing, but the first one was not bad.
The only one I've ever heard who's ever watched that said that movie was good though, Damien.
I like horror movies.
But even the people that I know who've seen that movie and like horror movies said that movie was garbage.
For what it was. No, I'm just saying for what it was. And then Kane fitting the profile. Come on, like he looks like a freaking mad serial killer, right or wrong.
And now he's, elected official.
Exactly. And that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Most elected officials. I'll say it right here. Most elected officials are probably serial killers.
You know what? That's probably one of the most wildest things you've ever said on the show, but it's also probably the most right and correct thing that has ever been said on this show, period. But they had a couple good movies though, like the 12 rounds. The first one with Cena
the first
was really
one
good. The one with Orton was alright. What you call it? The Marine, the first one, not.
Yeah, the first Marine was really good.
Not too.
Just say okay. The action movies with John Cena in it were great.
The Call with Halle Berry and David Otunga, that was a good one.
That wasn't actually that bad. Actually,
that one won awards.
The Condemned was that one of? No, that wasn't.
That was one. That was Steve Austin.
The first one,
but that wasn't a WWE studio movie, was it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I think they did. Yes, I think they had a hand in it. Yeah, it was. That was a good movie.
Because I remember being a kid and there was so much publicity for it during Raw.
That was a good movie
over the summer, and I was like, "Yeah, Stone Cold," but it was rated R, so I couldn't watch it.
I was gonna say so. Open. I was gonna be like, the first Marine was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 12 rounds was okay.
My grandma bought that movie. My grandma bought that movie on on demand because she liked action movies, and I said, "Hey, it's John Cena, the wrestler. Let's watch it." So yeah,
The Chaperone was funny.
I didn't see it.
I hate that movie.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious. Okay, so
for you guys out there,
seeing it,
movie was dumb.
Okay, no, you kind of Cliff. I want you to watch it because you're a parent.
Oh my god! Okay.
That's why. That's the only reason why.
And for you guys out there, for you guys out there, what was your favorite movie made by WWE Studio?
Yes. Yes. As we
put it in the comments below.
Put it in the comments.
Yes.
Tweet it
in
out.
the comments.
Tweet it out. What was your favorite WWE Studios movie?
Use the hashtag 3CountPod favorite WWE movie.
That's a
Don't
long
use that.
hashtag.
That's a long hashtag.
That's a really long ass hashtag.
Hey, do you have a this or that, Red Dog?
Yeah, so our this or that is going to be the Marine or 12 rounds.
Oh, that's easy.
I pulled it out. I was like, I don't have one.
Easy.
That's a hands down easy one.
That's an easy one. All right, go ahead, Damien.
Yeah, Marine.
12 rounds.
I'm going with Marine.
Yo, that's so funny.
12 rounds.
Let me get the Marine as well.
Wait a minute. I thought the concept of the guy having his wife and the different I thought that was really dope. Like what?
No, the movie's good. I'm not saying it's not good, but if I had a choice, I'd definitely have to pick the Marine. Like I'd watch that before I watch 12 rounds.
I like 12 rounds was on TNT, and I pulled it up and I watched it.
I like the fact that it's the it's the T1000 versus John Cena. That's what I like. Right. and then fun fact, that same man would then become his father in Peacemaker.
You're right. You're right.
Wow.
Shit. That's great.
It all comes full circle.
Full circle, sir. Full circle.
If you have made it this far, my PlayStation users, you get a trophy. You get a platinum trophy because we had to cover over like 2 weeks, and we kind of scratched the surface a little bit, but there was just so much, and I'm not going to have us sit and talk for 2 hours.
We'll continue the conversation next week.
Unless something crazy happens this week. But yes, so my PlayStation users, you get a trophy. My Xbox users, you get your achievement. If you have not already done so, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. And my audio listeners, give us that subscribe button. Apple users, give us that 5-star frog splash off the top of the scaffolding review on Apple Podcasts. Like us on Spotify. Follow us on your favorite social media, 3count_pod.
Don't forget Twitter. Amazon.
Yep. Oh, yes. We're also on Amazon Music. Thank you, Damien. Definitely check us out there. 3CountPod everywhere else. Also, I almost forgot, Cliff. What's coming on now entering the ring?
Yeah. So I'm glad that you guys are checking this out. So here's the trailer. Have you ever wondered about another person coming on our show? Yeah. Mark Cyrus is on our show this week. If you guys have been paying attention, we've had tons of people come on like the past couple weeks. We've done a couple episodes for 201. So if you guys didn't get a chance to pay attention, Sons of Mifflin County came on. We also had Kate Lothbrock come back and talk to us some more. We've had a lot of different guests. There's still a lot more people coming on. To give you guys a heads up, Dustin Tarr, Ashley All Natural, the All Natural Ashley is coming on the show as well. And there's still more and more interviews that come out. So we have lots of content. And then, if you go visit Studio 1C, you guys will see our new show.
I was going to do that.
Well, I'll give it to him. Okay.
Yeah. We got a new show, guys. All right. I really like it, even though I don't do nothing on it because I don't do anything. Cliff does everything. That's why he runs this. But it's called Quick Cuts, and you'll see them on our social medias, YouTube Shorts as well. This is like really, we're at our shows behind the scenes with different workers who are wrestling. We ask them one question and right off the dome, and yeah, so definitely be on the lookout for those. We just had was it Rico or Tim? It was Tim, right?
Yeah, we had
Tim Taylor. I beat him technically last month for my title, so he lost.
We also had Rico.
Rico, that's cousin. I think he went to jail.
Yep, Lady Frost.
Lady Frost.
And then we had the Tar Dynasty, and then our very first episode. If you guys didn't go check it out now. Billy Starks.
Fun story to talk about Billy Starks.
No.
Dagan, after the show.
After the
All right,
show.
bet. All right, bet.
After the show. After the show. But anyway, thank you all for listening. Make sure you follow us at all of our social medias, as you see right there.
Yeah, don't follow me.
That's why
Yeah,
he
don't
doesn't
follow
have
me.
one there. Don't follow him.
Yeah, no. If you try, I will find you.
That's it. All right.
That's it.
Be there for the next episode live, or you know what? Just go listen to another episode, like for real. Or you can buy my merch. I need to get new gear made. It's $200.
I gotta get gear made.
$235.
I gotta get new gear made too.
I think it was like what do you think it was $325 actually? Let me look.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
mine's gonna be expensive as fuck.
Peace.
Oh, you're still.
Hey guys, it's the host of the 3 Count. Chaz Evans here. Make sure to let you know that I don't run shit, I don't do shit, I just talk shit. And make sure you subscribe to our podcast. What else did you do? You should also follow us on all social medias. That's the Facebook at 3 Count Podcast, the Instagram at 3 Count Pod, and the Twitter at 3Count_pod. Also, if you like us a lot, you should definitely buy a t-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com/3countpod, and that's the number 3. Don't be an idiot and type in THREE, because you're not going to find anything. So make sure you follow us at 3CountPod or 3Count_pod on Twitter and buy a shirt. Be there or be somewhere else.